Hi, my name is Mark Kelly, founder of University Financial Strategies. So I just thought I'd do this video to kind of help you understand kind of a little bit more about me and my principles in terms of why we started the firm. So this is now my 30th year in the business, and so there's been quite a few things I've seen over the years. Everything from the credit crisis to COVID and all these different things, and so it's definitely shaped how my outlook on things. And so, but one of the things that really stood out to me over the period of time is actually my own experience. And so, my own experience in terms of helping my own children apply and go to college. And so, what I found was that the process has changed quite a bit over the years. As a certified financial planner, I generally think that I can understand the finances between paying for college, and then my wife used to work as a admissions counselor for SMU in Dallas, and so between the two of us, we thought, hey, we got it down pretty well. But then you get into this sophomore, junior year, and you really starting to think about college. And I remember my first experience with my older daughter applying for college, and it was kind of crazy. I mean, I've actually saved since day one, since they were a day old in terms of saving in a 529. But the reality is, what I've really learned was that paying for college is more than just a saving approach. There's saving on it as well, and then also is the whole admissions process. There's probably 50% more students going to college than there were when I was going to college, and so it's not only more difficult to get into some of these schools, but it's certainly more expensive. More expensive in terms of the inflation rate is, people talk about the cost of healthcare being inflated so much. Well, the reality is that college tuition is inflated even more than that. And so now you're seeing schools in the $85,000 range, $90,000 for 1 year. So that's at many private schools. And so it begs the question, what's the value of that? I mean, certainly a college education does have value in terms of providing growth, in terms of employment opportunities in the future and in higher salaries, things like that. But then also is we want to understand what's the impact of paying all that money for certain universities versus other universities. And so, what I tended to learn was that it's important to actually be an informed consumer of a college education before you get in. So you want to go in knowing what the cost is in advance. And the reason why is because if you think about it, many times you're probably in your 40s to maybe around 60 in terms of that's kind of the age range for many college parents. And so the thing is, paying for college is one of the most expensive things you may pay for in your life. And the reality is it's probably in a time frame you may be making more money you've made in the past, or maybe you're starting to think about that next step for retirement. Well, the problem is that you can't really get financial aid for retirement. You can for college, and so we want to figure out how do I balance those two, retirement and paying for college. I'm a Dave Ramsey master financial coach. Dave Ramsey is a radio and TV personality, has a process called the 7 baby steps. Well, in baby step 4, the process says we're going to save 15% for retirement. Baby step 5 is about paying for your child's education. And so what I found, and I even experienced this personally, is that paying for sending your child to college is an emotional thing. Many parents are going to want to do what's right for their child and get the best education possible. But then the issue is that how much is really a good education worth, and what's the value of certain schools? I mean, maybe it's an Ivy League school, or it's a brand school, like maybe there's a football school that you want to attend. It's a big sports school and you like the brand of that school. There's a lot of reasons why people go to various schools beyond just the education. And so what we want to try to do is we want to try to give you information so that you are making the best decisions for yourself, because it may have an impact on your retirement. But then also, if your child is taking on student loans, what's the impact to them as well? Because we're actually seeing more and more people graduating with debt that's actually delaying things in their life, such as maybe they're not doing the jobs they really want to do, or they're not taking they're maybe delaying getting married or buying houses or maybe having grandchildren because they don't have the money to pay for those the resources beyond that. And they're kind of stuck in this cycle of debt, and then maybe they're making income-based repayment, but what happens is the balance of the student loans never goes down. So it's a real issue. So what I hope to do is to be more of a guide for you, to give you the right information so you can make the best decisions. Have a plan to pay for 4 years of college, and also have a plan for your retirement. And so that's why we focus on those two core areas, is because we want to make sure that you are making the best decisions for yourself, and I can be that guide to actually help you make that happen. So we are a fee-only certified financial planner, meaning that we don't work on commissions. I don't get any kickbacks or any. I don't get any special favor for selling you a product because I don't make any money difference on that. People pay me for the advice that I provide them. We're trying to give you the same information we probably would give our own family. So that's our approach. But wanted just to create this video to kind of give you an understanding about our core principles. Take a look at our site. We actually lay out our pricing right here. We have comprehensive planning to investment management just on college funding, or maybe you're trying to, maybe you're concerned about how do I, cover my debts, and am I doing the right budget? We can help with that as well. It's financial coaching, okay? But we list everything out. Most people work with me on a comprehensive planning basis, and I list the areas here. So it is very comprehensive. We can do more of a quick financial plan as well. We can talk about that as well. But what we want to try to do again is about trying to give you the best information that we can, and feel free to book an appointment right on our homepage. You can see there's a place you can actually schedule a complimentary call. So anyway, look forward to talking with you soon, and have a good day. Okay, take care.